Fundamentals of Chinese 4, Unit 1, Dating. Seeing a movie, grammar it. Turn to page 172 in your textbook. Have a pen or pencil ready to take notes. Okay, we saw the descriptive complement again in this unit. You saw it before where, for example, I did well on the test. 我考试考得好. Or I did bad on the test. 我考试考得不好. You recall where you made sentences like that where you repeated the verb and you used the here. And it's really what's happening here is it's like using an adverb in English. Okay, so in the text we saw a sentence similar to this. This is 我们玩得很高兴. Okay, so 我们玩 we play, but how do we play? We play happily. 我们玩得很高兴 we played happily. We have another example here. 孩子笑得很可爱. Okay, so 孩子笑, the child smiles. How does the child smile? In a 可爱 way, very cutely smiles. So smiles very cutely. So we have 孩子笑得, and you have this 的 come in between the verb and the complement. 笑得很可爱. All right, we have two more examples of this. 他打球打得很累. Okay, he played ball until he got tired. Okay, so we have the basic sentence here. 他打球, so he played ball. And then we repeat with this verb and then the 的 and then the descriptive complement. 打得很累. He played ball until he was tired, or he played ball to the point where he got tired. Again, we have here 他高兴的又唱又跳. Okay, so the basic sentence is 他高兴, he's very happy. Okay, but how happy is he? So we have a 的 and then the complement here. 他高兴的又唱又跳. Okay, he was so happy he sang and he danced. He was singing and he was dancing. Okay, this piece down here points out that in the four examples above, the verbs 玩, 笑, 打球, and then also the adjective 高兴 give the causes, kind of like a cause and effect. For example, he played ball until he was tired. 他打球打得很累. So these give the causes, while the complement is the part that comes after the 的. While the complements, for example, 高兴, 可爱, 累, and 又唱又跳, they describe the effects on the subject, the effect of it. For example, the effect of playing ball was that he became tired. Okay, and then in 1, 2, and 3, when an adjective serves as a descriptive complement, it is often preceded by 很. Okay, and we'll just take a quick look at number 3. 他打球打得很累. So you really wouldn't say 他打球打得累. 打得累. In this descriptive when it's a complement, it usually has 很 in there as well. Okay, complements seldom appear in the negative, so you wouldn't see 他高兴的没有唱没有跳. You wouldn't say that. All right, next we have potential complements. Okay, so a potential complement. This is where a 的 or a 不 is used between the verb and a resultative or a directional complement to indicate whether a certain result can be realized or not. Okay, so dancing is too difficult. I can't learn it. Okay, 跳舞太难. 我学不会. Okay? 学会 means to learn it successfully. 学不会 means you can't learn it. You're incapable of doing it. So you have this this bu, and it's placed between the verb and the result. Okay, here's another example. So here, can you be back by 6:30 p.m.? I will wait for you for dinner. Okay, 你晚上6点半. 6点半. This dian is a typo. This shouldn't be there, so just ignore this dian right here. 他晚上6点半能回来吗？我等你吃完饭. And then the answer, 我得开会, right? I have a meeting. 6点半回不来, right? So 回来 is to return, but you put this 不 in there. 回不来, it means I can't make it back by then. 回不来. Here's some more examples. 这张碟我今天看不完. Okay, so 看 is to watch, and 看完 means to finish watching something. But because there's too many, or because there's not enough time to do it, you 看不完. You can't finish it. Okay? I can't finish watching this DVD. 看不完. All right, down here we have 那个字怎么写？我想不起来了. Okay, so you have 起来. 想起来 means to remember something. 想起来 means to remember. 想不起来 means you can't remember. 我想不起来, I don't remember. All right, 健康保险太贵，我买不起. Okay, 买 is to buy something. 买得起 means that you can afford something. You can afford it. You can afford that car. 买得起. Here we have a 不. 买不起 means you can't afford it. You can't afford it. 健康保险太贵，我买不起. All right. Here we have 这封中文信你看得懂吗? All right. Can you understand this Chinese letter? 看懂 means to understand. 看得懂, can you understand? I can't understand would be 看不懂. 我看不懂, I can't understand it. 这封中文信你看得懂吗？我看得懂, I can understand it. 我看, how do you read it? I read it to understanding it. 我看得懂. So here's a note pointing out that potential complements usually appear in negative sentences. 我看不懂, 我买不起, 我回不来, and so on. Usually they're used positively when the question is in the form of a potential complement. Here's an example of the affirmative form and the negative form being used together to ask a question. All right. Can you eat 50 dumplings or not? 50个饺子你吃得完吃不完? All right. So 50 dumplings. Can you finish them or can you not finish them? Okay. So this note here is pointing out that potential complements are very important in Chinese, and they fulfill, they communicate ideas that can't be communicated with 不能 in a verb. For example, you remember 能 means to be able to, right? 我能去, I can go. 我能吃, I can eat. right? 我不能去, I can't go. 我不能吃, I can't eat, right? But this 能 or 不能 sometimes doesn't give the meaning that you think it would in English. Okay, so here's an example right here. 做不完. Okay, so to do something and then not be able to finish what you're doing, right? 做不完, not able to finish. Okay, so for example, there's too much homework. 我做不完. You can't do it because there's so much homework, but there's so little time to do it. So you're unable to do it. Okay, 我做不完. I need 3 hours to do this homework, but I only have 1. So 我做不完. Okay, you're not able to finish it. Whereas 不能做完, can't finish, can't complete it, conveys the idea that you're not allowed to finish. Okay, your mom won't let you. There's enough time to finish it. Maybe it takes 3 hours to finish your homework, and you have 3 hours, but 你不能做完 because your mom is going to make you clean the house or something like that. Okay, so 做不完 means you're unable to because the quantity in this example is too much. You want to do it, and you want to put all your effort into it, but it's still impossible to do. Where this one, it's possible to do, but something's preventing you from doing it, like your mom, for example. So in English, it's both, I can't do my homework. I can't do my homework because it's too much. I can't finish my homework because it's too much. Or I can't finish my homework because my mom won't let me. All right? In English, it's the same, but in Chinese, these are two, convey two different ideas. Okay, let's look at this example. 老师说的太快，我听不清楚. Okay, the teacher speaks too fast. I can't hear him clearly. Right? 我听不清楚. Okay, so here's where this should be incorrect. 老师说的太快，我不能听清楚. Okay, this is wrong. All right, it doesn't convey the proper meaning. I can't listen clearly. This conveys the proper meaning. Okay, the teacher speaks too fast, so you can't hear. 今天的功课太多，我做不完. Right, there's too much homework today. I can't finish it. Where this would be incorrect. 今天的功课太多，我不能做完. Yeah. And this is just pointing out that a potential complement cannot be used in a 把 sentence, right? 我把今天的功课做不完. You can't say that. All right, you saw geo being used again in another way to mean only, right? When used before a noun or pronoun, geo means only. Often the noun or pronoun is modified by a numeral measure word combination. So let's take a look at some of these examples here. 我们班人很少，只有7个学生. Okay, so our class is very small. There's only 7 students, so there's just 7 students. All right, 今天功课很少，我5个汉字，只有5个汉字. Okay, so there's little homework today, only 5 characters. 只有5个汉字. 我们一家5口，只有你对味精过敏. Okay, 我们一家5口，只有你对味精过敏. Okay, there are 5 people in our family, only you are allergic to MSG. All right. And finally, 3个房间我打扫了2个，只有1个房间还没有整理. Okay, there's only one room that I haven't tidied up yet or cleaned up yet. 3个房间我打扫了2个，只有1个房间还没整理. There's only one room that I haven't picked up yet, tidied up yet. And that concludes this grammar lesson.